Hey everyone! This is Mary Kay, and I have a special guest today. I'm coming live from my home here in Encinitas, California.
Woo! Drive south.
I could not be more thrilled to have someone who has been a huge mentor and influencer in my life. And as my title of my live said, I'm sharing with you today one of my secret weapons that I've talked about sporadically at different times. But today I have the honor to introduce to you Lynne Sheridan.
Hi, everybody.
Lynne.
I love this woman.
Oh, I love her too. Oh my God.
We've known each other quite some time, and I have watched her explode over the years.
Right, and it's been quite a journey from that first time that I walked into your training room with my arms crossed in the third row.
Yes,
like, what are you going to tell me now?
I already know all of this.
Already know all of this stuff, so what are you going to tell me? Bring it, right?
Yeah.
And by the end of those 5 days, I remember feeling so humbled that, I walked in there like really a bit of an a-hole. And
so did I.
Walked out, like, wow, thinking, oh my God, there's so much that I don't know. So as you're jumping on, hey Erin, thanks for joining. Hey Kirk, as you're jumping on, drop in the comments where you're joining us from. And if you're watching this on the replay, drop a 1.
Okay.
And if you're watching live, tell us where you're joining in from. So today I want to share with you, so Lynne is here at my home. Let me give you a little background. I am coaching a 3-month leadership program.
Yes.
And this is the 3rd time that I've coached this program.
As an intensive, as a volunteer, completely as a volunteer, to have other people excel and win and practice what they learned in the trainings.
In the trainings.
In their life, so that it is tangible results, because I'm sure a lot of people on this live are present that you walk in a training room, everything is wonderful inside the training room, and then you leave the training room and it's not so wonderful when you leave the training room. It's hard to apply it, you stumble, and so really the process, ELC, and the process of the work is living it in your life. And so it is a 3-month of working it on the field, having the places where your alien is on your face and you can't see it's on your face because you're so used to it being there.
Right.
Having it come on your face again and again and again, and having it not stop you. And instead of getting stuck in the places repeating the same patterns, you're not doing that. You're actually moving to something else and creating what you're committed to.
Exactly. So the front end of this 3-month training is 2 courses. One is called the Intro to Discovery, and the second is called the Breakthrough Experience. And these are transformational workshops that are not the kind of workshops that you take notes in, but that you really transform, that you have cellular learning. So
yes.
That's what I wanted to talk about. And by the way, Lynne is the trainer for the Intro to Discovery. So Elliot, I saw you on there, my darling. You're going to be with this lovely lady in November when you come for that couples retreat. I'm so excited for you and Tara.
Yeah,
and so funny because we just received their wedding invitation in the mail.
Beautiful. Congratulations. I am passionate about a couple things. One, I'm passionate about people's journey in transformation. I seem to have had a door over my head or a sign that says, ask me about your life, ask me what's next for you, because I get stopped in grocery stores and in airports and people saying, hey, you seem really happy. Like, why are you so happy in your life?
Right.
And that starts their process of enrollment and coming to Intro Discovery. And I love people waking up to all the gifts inside of them that they maybe had a hint of, really seeing how they're not utilizing them in every place. And then the stuff that all of us, we shoot ourselves in the foot. The stuff we see we do over and over and over again, and we know we're doing it, and we really have a hard time stopping it because we're so used to doing that same routine. So I'm really passionate about that process for people and seeing light bulbs go off over people's heads. And just in the course of the 5 days of that training, people create magic. They heal relationships. I know you know.
Oh my gosh. I mean, for me, as you know, I shared at the beginning of this video, of this live, I walked into that training. I'd done other transformational work years before, and I thought I knew it all. I thought I'd been through it all. And the truth was, I was really stuck, and I didn't know what to do. I was stuck in my career. I was, had challenges in our family, and I just was kind of apathetic and sort of had given up. I remember that was the theme of our team.
Yeah.
Where everybody was reached at the end of their rope. Not that I'm saying that people on this live are at the end of their rope, but I was looking at what was next for me. And I know through these trainings, I've been able, the biggest thing for me, Lynne, has been that I've been able to open my heart in a way that I never knew was even possible. Because I built so many walls to protect myself from being hurt. And I've talked about this on lives before, but it was through this training and really meeting you that process of opening my heart and being able to show people the real Mary Kay that wasn't just the tough, badass, hard ass. I mean, people know me as Bad Mama Jamma, but, there's actually a teddy bear in here.
Absolutely.
That came from this training.
And that's where your power is,
yes.
when you're connected to your vision and when you're vulnerable. And I think all of us have that, and we may not realize, or we may be so darn afraid of whatever it is, stepping into that we hold back on it. Instead of, how do each of us access wherever that point is that we're afraid, or we think, no, that's too authentic. I can't say that.
Yeah.
I mean, people wouldn't love me. I wouldn't be accepted, or whatever it is. We each have our thing. And finding what that is for each person is really magical. And then seeing what unfolds.
I know from these trainings, I completely reinvented our relationship with Rob.
Yeah.
Completely reinvented the relationships with our kids,
Yeah.
with Tara and Ryan. And not only that, I took this work and created massive abundance.
Yes.
I was not in a good place financially. I made good money, but we were not in a good place. And from this work, I've been able to, this beautiful home came from this work.
Yeah.
And what it did was it allowed me to remove my limiting beliefs about what I could do in my home-based business.
None of us can see ourselves. We really can't see ourselves in action. Even if we have a video camera, we edit out, or we'll see things and go, gosh, ooh, why am I doing that? Or I love this aspect of myself, but this is driving me crazy. And really to be able to see ourselves in an objective way and see, how come I've become the person I am? How come I have the personality I do? What are the limitations I've put in place? Because they certainly don't exist. What are the limitations I'm operating from?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then what is in my way? What's stopping me from that next level? And it's nothing short of magic. I travel the world. I never get tired of this. I've been doing this 25 years.
25 years.
I'm 53 years old.
Wow.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. I'm 53 years old, and I've been doing it 25 years, and I just got back from Taiwan and Hong Kong, and next week I'm going to Taiwan and Kuala Lumpur. I get to watch people all over the world do this, and in America, I really think in a weird way, the downside of where we are as a culture is we can get very cynical. We think we already know. We think, oh, I've done that, like I did. I walked into my training. It took me 2 years to get there. I did not want to go. I was resistant. And when I finally got there, I was blown away. Mm-hmm. And I got to acknowledge my own self-righteousness, my own arrogance that had me not be open and see that there was another possibility. We have so many things that are presented to us, so many opportunities, so many trainings, so many products all the time, that as a culture, we get cynical, not skeptical, because skeptical comes from Greek, and skeptical means discovery, that we're willing to be in discovery. We say we're skeptical. We're not skeptical. We are cynical. We are in, no, I already know. No, I've already done that. A lot of us. And it's humbling to really, I think in a way, our culture is at a turning point that to take that next cut, that next level, people have got to be willing to walk into beginner mind. I know when I walk into, I'm constantly doing trainings because I want to see what's out there. I want to grow myself. And when I walk in, it's challenging. After 25 years of walking into trainings, I got to set aside what I know and be genuinely willing to be in what am I not present to? What haven't I heard? What haven't I seen? What do I not realize that is possibly in my way? And
yeah.
it's
Because, and then again, like in the business that I'm in, and a lot of people that are watching are in, it's me and my business. It's nobody, I don't have a boss. I don't have anybody telling me what to do. And if I'm going to advance my business, what's in the way is what's between my ears.
Totally.
Right?
I have 3 careers and I do the same. I've got no boss and it's all me generating, and I'm it. If anything is in the way, I can't blame, we can. There are plenty of people that blame the economy, and they don't have the support of their partner, or they blame
money or time.
Yes, or something, that I've got 3 careers and 2 kids, and there's lots of things. I can always point to reasons and excuses. I walked in, I've got cuts on my arms from groundskeeping this week, and for me, I feel like grateful, because I'm not having a story about my yard. I'm having my yard be what I want it to be.
Yeah.
And that's the same as our company or anything else.
Right. Amazing. So Lynne, can you share with people, like, what kind of breakthroughs do people have from going to these trainings? Like, I shared in my title, like, these trainings have been my secret weapon to everything that I have created, that people are like, oh my God, Mary Kay, how did you do that? I couldn't do that. I'm not like you. But the truth is that anybody could be like me, if they make that commitment and for growth and take themselves on.
And it's not here. I think a lot of time we read books and we hear stuff and we take it in from our head learning. Cognitive is a very small part of it. It's got to happen cellular, not only cognitive, but our heart and emotional being as well. And so it is the breakthroughs that occur. So somebody stepping into their power, somebody that may be the salt of the earth to everybody around them. They give their heart away. They give their shirt off the back to the people that they love. And they don't have the results that they should. They don't have their own power. They don't have their own credibility, their own money. And so them stepping into their power has that occur, has people produce results and create money and create breakthroughs in their careers. And then people who maybe have been really principled and lived according to integrity and honor and who they are, but they're not very freed up. And life has become a burden and heavy and a weight on their shoulders.
I was one of those people.
Yeah, and doing this, all this responsibilities and duties, and that person still having that, but also opening up freedom and passion and joy in what they're doing and saying yes for the right reasons.
Right.
And then producing awesome relationships out of that. I was at a wedding night before last with a graduate that's a lot like that, and he very well thought out and practical and reliable, and now he's in this passionate love affair, and he's engaged, and love him to the ends of his earth, and gosh, he created that breakthrough. People who have tons of results in maybe a business domain and in their career, but trail of dead bodies behind them, not so hot in opening up their heart and being vulnerable, create relationships. And when they create those relationships, the people that at work and everywhere around feel their love. And they have even better relationships at work, but then breakthroughs at home like you've created.
Right.
And then people who are maybe really expressive and joyful and freed up and alive, and not so great at credibility and follow through and living their word, have really accessed their honor, their integrity, not in a head level and not from burden, but from responsibility and freedom and passion and joy. And so that just gives an example, and then that manifests. Those are all concepts. It doesn't matter for me unless I get notes online, like from people saying, oh my God, I just found my dad after 40 years, and he abandoned me as a child, and we healed our relationship. Or, oh my God, here's my beautiful new dream home that I bought and is a result of the trainings. Or I think of graduates the other day, 2 grads, and they know who they are, celebrating with their adopted son, 2 beautiful gay men that I adore, and they married, and they have everything that they declared, that he was single and wasn't in a relationship, and they declared, and they have this beautiful home and beautiful loving family. And I get notes like this all the time. I have the best job in the world.
And I mean, you just touched on something really important, which is being able to declare, I am going to create this, and actually follow through and do it. And that's something that people have watched me do. I said 3 years ago, I'm going to have a home 1.5 miles from the ocean with ocean breezes, close to the freeway and all of the things so that I can travel up to LA and down to San Diego or whatever. And I literally have created this home. This home was on my vision board, and it was through the distinctions of the training, being able to say, okay, I'm creating this, and I'm going to, and I actually do it.
Yeah,
that's
and
huge.
it isn't, I think a lot of the time, like The Secret, and I love The Secret, and we declare, and then sometimes people get discouraged because they feel like, oh, I declared it and it didn't happen. And really it requires a lot of us having power and showing up, that we're not just making the declaration, we're living the distinctions, and we're seeing where we are in our way.
Right.
And it's not just the doing this in actions. The biggest thing is how we're being and showing up. And that's the magic of the trainings. It's not doing this, because we don't need any more of that. God knows.
Certainly, I know I don't need any more doing this. And I know that it is when I'm being powerful and loving and passionate and trusting and letting people in, that my life is magical. It has nothing to do with the doingness and what I'm doing, but it's when I'm being that way, these results just show up in my business, in my relationship, with everything that I'm committed to. So
it seems magical.
It seems magical, but it really is just clearing. It's like, for me, it's like taking the cobwebs away from my eyes and being able to just get clear about what it is that I want and be able to use these tools to make it happen. And I really feel like these trainings are something that every human being should have. Like, we all go to school and we all do that, but I feel like there's a missing.
And there's other great transformational work out there. I was with some great people last night, and they said, you know what? This company has such big numbers in the trainings that they do, and I said, it's really great work that company, any transformational work is phenomenal work. Anytime a human being looks at themselves.
Right.
And I will never, after 25 years of doing this work and going through a lot of things, I will never give up the power of these trainings, because it is not just head learning. It is deep, it is rigorous, it is intense, it is not lighthearted. But for people who really want to take the next cut and want to come in and play, man, I will give you everything I got. I consider it the greatest honor of my life, and I'm inviting people to dive in. And because I dove in 25 years ago, and there isn't anything in my life that is not a direct result of that.
Yeah. Well, we're here tonight to do a relationship workshop. We have like 20 people coming to my home to do this workshop with Lynne, which is huge, because she, as she said, she travels all around the world to train people in how to live more effectively in relationships and in their lives. Oh, and she's like the bomb diggity, the bomb.
I do couples retreats, and I do relationships intensives, and I love. It's my.
And the people that I love, I have enrolled in coming to the trainings to have their lives be bigger, to have their lives be richer, and to have their visions be fulfilled. So if you're someone looking for what's next for you, whether that is, making more money in a home-based business, whether that is having the relationship of your dreams, whether you're like my beautiful daughter and my gorgeous son-in-law who are about to embark on their journey together. Don't let me get all teared up now.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Whatever it may be, like, this is not about a training. It's about you. It's about your life. It's about what's important to you.
Where are you going?
Where are you going, and what is next for you? So I wanted to share this with you at the risk of, whatever anybody might think and be like, whatever. We've got like 15 people. Come on in, you guys.
Awesome.
So thank you so much for joining.
Any questions, please
drop them in the comments.
Drop them in the comments.
Drop them
Look
in.
up me on Facebook.
Lynne Sheridan. I'll put it in there.
I'm so honored. And anybody, if you had a tug in your heart, if you had a moment that you went, gosh, I think it could be time. I think I'm ready for something like this. This is not a head decision, and don't let stupid circumstances decide for you. Listen and
All right, guys, that was a call coming. But everybody, I want to show you the kind of people that do this work. So everybody, come on over here. Come on, everybody in.
And I love all these people because I got to be with them in intense work. Woo!
So check it out, you guys. Say
All
hi.
ages,
Come on, everybody.
all walks of life.
Hey, Marley's in on the action.
All ages, all
Hey,
races,
Janetta.
all walks of life, all careers.
Hey,
It's
girl.
amazing. Do yourself a favor and just whatever they're telling you to do, just do it.
How are you? There's a Hey, Chris. Come on. Say hi to everybody.
Say hi, come over.
Come on over.
Hi.
Ernie. Okay, guys.
Your battery's about to die.
Love you guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.